know if this is gonna work. I think this update might have. All right, chat. We here, guys. We're packing up the truck. It's time. Today we got time, cuz we're going to Pattaya, man. We're going to Pattaya, guys. We're here. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Ozzy. Shout out to Clay God. He says, yeah, ho. We're here, guys. We're going to IRL this show because we don't have time to set up anything. We're good. Hit close. Okay. Yeah. It's my guy. Chat, we got a private van going straight to Pattaya. And we'll give you guys the sauce later, man. We'll give you guys the sauce later on how to do these. Cool vans too, by the way. You want to sit back there or in the front?
I'll sit.
Well, me and him gotta kind of sit together because we gotta.
Yeah, I'll sit.
Let me go. All right. Yo. Yeah. All right, guys. Check out the funky van. It's crazy. International, how you feeling, brother?
Shit, feeling cozy.
Feeling cozy? Feels good.
About to crank the AC back here.
Crank
chill,
that AC.
Relax.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get on this road.
Chat, we are here, man. We
It's
are
about
here.
a 2-hour trip. He was saying that the price doesn't include the expressways. So if we want to take that, just let him know.
The price doesn't include the expressways.
He said it's like another $100.
That's not terrible. Does he have any lights back here? Like, we need some lighting.
You tell him to do it, right? Tell him to do it. Yeah, we do the expressway.
We're gonna take the expressways. Damn, I should have brought my light, chat. My bad. I thought we'd have had some lighting in here. We'll see how it's looking as we drive. We're kind of in a shady area.
Is the other dude getting there?
I don't know if he's getting there. But yeah, chat. We are here in Pattaya, or I'm sorry, we're here in Bangkok, headed to Pattaya. And so we just wanted to do a show on the go, man. Because we are not able to set up. So let me make sure everybody.
Google translate him and tell him to take the expressway.
Let's see who's in the chat, man. Sorry guys, I got a little bit of no flight. Nah, no flight, man. For whatever reason, we were putting in flights from Bangkok to Pattaya, and they weren't showing up. Okay, so I don't know if there's something going on with the airport, or they don't really do the whole short flight thing.
Honestly, Chad, I am extremely happy not to be going through another airport. As many times as we've been through the airport these past few days, it feels good to just be on autopilot, right? We get picked up here. We don't got to go through no security check. We don't got to lug all of our luggage. We got mad bags.
Yeah.
We don't have to take our luggage nowhere. We just have this van pull up. He loads up the van, takes us there. It's our own private van, and it just makes life a lot easier. A lot easier.
Yeah. Now, it's not as cheap as taking a train or a bus, but it's convenient, because if you take the train or bus with as much luggage as we have, you got to get an Uber to the train station, load your stuff in the Uber, which will help you, but then you got to unload it, walk it to wherever our train is. Then we have to take it, get it on the train. Obviously, we got to buy the tickets for the train. Train may drop you off, I don't know, 20-30 minutes from Pattaya. Maybe
you
it's
gotta catch an Uber.
You got to catch another Uber to your spot. We just figured, you know what, let's just pay for the convenience. So we are on the way to Pattaya City, man, and I'm super excited. This is kind of the, climactic part of the trip, because there's going to be a lot more action, I think, here, obviously, and it's going to be crazy. A lot more people. So anybody who's been to Pattaya City, man, let us know, what y'all want us to do. We got this big ass van. He trying to turn. He can't even barely turn it. He trying, chat. He tried. But what you'll find here, they have these funky vans, guys. Like, the vans have these really, like, I don't know, almost like Sistine Chapel ceilings and shit.
Yeah. They're all like, a lot of them are like this too. Yeah. Looks like Pimp My Ride in this bitch.
Calais said, how much luggage did we bring? Bro,
we got like 15 bags. We each,
15 bags.
I think.
We got a lot.
Yeah, we got like mad bags, bro.
Yeah,
mad bags. It's just, it's a lot of stuff. Like we said, we have a whole production.
Name of the hotel?
It's not a hotel. It's a house. No hotel. House.
The address?
I gave him. It's a villa.
Don't say the address out loud, but
yeah.
But yeah,
it's a villa, chat. It's not a house.
It's a whole it's a whole village.
Shout out to Kai. He says, I'm proud to be a Mentuition subscriber these days. Yeah, man. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, so the ride, guys, is like 2 hours to get from Bangkok to Pattaya.
If you go through the airport too, you're literally going to spend more time in the airport than you will on the flight. Because you got to get there a couple hours early.
Yeah, you're right.
You got to go through security. You got to bring all the bags, all that shit.
Yeah, so you actually, and it's going to probably cost more.
Oh, it'll be way more. Yeah. It'll be way more.
Yeah. So this is kind of like an in-between option, guys. It's not
the bus
or
train,
but it's also not trying to catch a plane, and it's convenient. So, hey, man, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, we'll go over our housekeeping real quick. We don't have anything to show y'all, but I'll talk about it. Make sure y'all sign up for the locals. That's mentuition.locals.com. That's where you guys will see all the debauchery. I just added up a bunch of debauchery, guys.
I did too.
Today and then yesterday. We're going to just keep adding every day or every other day.
I showed all my Brazil receipts.
Yeah.
Or I'll say 90% of them. Some of them I can't show. I can't show them. But I showed about 90% of my Brazil receipts. It's like a 5-minute video with just straight receipts. So check that out. Steve put up some receipts and some debauchery. Then we put up, we met I Show Speed in Colombia, so we did that video. That's also on the members, the YouTube members. So if you're you want to see that video, just become a member of this page. But if you want some extra sauce, join the locals or the Patreon.
Yeah, man.
I'll let you continue.
Yeah. So join the locals, mentuition.locals.com, guys. That's where you're going to see all the debauchery, all the fun stuff. And then also join the Patreon, patreon.com/mentuition. That's where you guys are going to get more debauchery, but also the breakdowns. And we are going to do a breakdown of Thailand, okay? We're going to probably just lump it all in, Phuket, Bangkok, and Pattaya. We're just going to make like a more of a longer one because, I think we can cram it all into one. It's from what I see, guys, it's the same play, at least in Phuket and in Bangkok. When it comes to the women, the clubs, there's some of the same clubs that are here that are in Phuket, same chains. So, we can give you guys some sauce just based on our travel experience and skills on how to move properly around here so far, especially if you're here for your first time or second time. Those of you who have been here multiple times, again, we're always open to y'all throwing in some sauce as well and helping Al and myself move properly. But shout out to everyone that said go to where did we go the other day? We went to Khao Sun Road.
Oh yeah.
We went to something canal, Nana Plaza. Nana Plaza. We went to Soy Cowboy. We got some cool footage of all of that. We definitely hit up a massage place, did the new room massage stuff, all the different kind of massages you guys were recommending too. Definitely did that. It's gonna be crazy in Pattaya. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. The breakdowns are gonna be crazy too.
Yeah.
We got a lot of sauce to give you. We're thinking about just putting out some of it first on Patreon, just like as like a kind of like a PDF file on there, so that you could just see it written out, and then we'll write it up and do some stuff. So we're gonna do some of that, and then we're also gonna still make the breakdown video. Also, me and Steve are gonna work on the Brazil breakdown. We're gonna drop it very soon, hopefully before we get to Brazil. If not, then we'll work on it while we're there for a little bit, and then get it up right when Carnival's up, so that you guys can know what to do, how to move for Carnival this year, and then become a member of the channel, become a member of Patreon, locals, all that stuff, and then also be on the lookout for our yacht party and our first ever Mentuition meetup.
Yes, sir.
In Cartagena in March. So yes.
Yeah, guys. So Kai says, what's your favorite destination in Bangkok? Can you give your top 3? So far, as far as the touristy stuff goes, I like the Sleeping Buddha was dope. I enjoyed walking around Soy Cowboy because that was the first kind of like main strip we went to. And we went to this club called Sugar Club, which I think is lit. So those are my 3 favorite destinations so far. Obviously, there's so much more to do. Guys, you got to stay in Thailand for like...
At least a week, 14 days.
Yeah, in Bangkok, at least a week. At least a week to get through like a good amount of stuff. And we're here a little less than a week, but we're going to come back to Bangkok, definitely. Like, I'm enjoying it here 1,000%. I like it more than Phuket. I think Ozzy asked, what did you like more, Phuket or Bangkok?
I like Bangkok more as well. Guys, you can really, like, if you're serious about this expat life, you could live a great life here. We were just talking about it earlier. You get you a little place here. You're looking at maybe like anywhere from, I'd say on an economical scale, probably around like 900, somewhere around there for a decent place. Me and Steve aren't staying anywhere in any traps or any place like that. So 900 will get you a decent place to 1,000, somewhere around there. little 1-bedroom, and then the food here is super cheap, like
100%.
super cheap. Some of the places can be expensive. We'll talk about that in the breakdown. But we just ate these crazy meals. If anybody follows us on Instagram, you'll be able to see it. It's, beef and vegetables and all this stuff. You can eat very, very healthy from a real place, not no street food bullshit. And you're looking at anywhere from $10 for like 2 huge meals. So about $5 a meal.
And some sauce, guys. Don't eat at American places. We'll put this in the breakdown, but don't come all the way over to fucking Thailand to eat KFC and like McDonald's all the time. I mean, look, if you're in a pinch and you need to get it, cool, but they're gonna upcharge the fuck out of you here for getting American food for whatever reason. You know, yeah, it might be better, and they'll have different kinds of chicken nuggets and stupid shit that you can eat, but just go and eat original, like, you know, authentic Thai food. You know, we our first day in Phuket, we went to this like little hostel, and it was literally someone's house that they turned into a hostel. They cooked us like a bomb-ass fucking home-cooked Thai meal, and Pad Thai there was awesome. I've never had Pad Thai before until here. He's never had Pad Thai before until here. Our other boy, he's had Pad Thai, but he said this is the best Pad Thai he's had, which makes sense. We're in Thailand, right? But definitely, you know, don't come all the way out here and not get yourself cultured, okay? So now we're going where all the hoes are, right? But we wanted to start off by really just checking out, you know, first we went to Japan, right? Then we came into Bangkok, flew to Phuket. We did more like the outdoorsy, you know, monkey beach stuff. So a lot of people that hate on this channel, man, oh, these dudes, all they do is talk about pros and this. Man, those of you who have been catching the IRLs and the content we've been putting up, you know, and that we're going to continue to put up, you'll see, yo, these dudes are putting out quality content. If it's not good, they take it down and they repurpose it or whatever. And, you know, we try to give you guys, you know, some good shit. So, you know, even, you know, just like little tidbits of information. And shout out to Jay Mees and anyone else who's like been here, you know, giving game, because that's what it's about, man. You go live and you show people where you are, and then people tell you where to go, and it's dope. So I'm looking for that same energy for Pattaya, okay? I want anybody who knows where to go will go. Some stuff we can't IRL, guys. Like, it would be like, I was telling Jay Mees, there was some adult playground. I'm like, yo, can we go in there with the camera? It's like, nah. So what I can do, guys, and we'll do it for our members only, is I'll try to like sneak a camera in there and go live, but that'll only be for like the members, because we can't do that publicly, obviously, and that'll probably be even just be on Patreon or something like that. But so far, man, so good, man. We're having a good time. Bangkok is good. It's lit. It's better than Phuket for sure. Phuket is, like I said, we'll put it in the breakdown, like our full synopsis. But Phuket, if you're not in Patong, no point, in my opinion. If you're trying to party and like meet women and have a good time. If you're older, you know, late 40s, 50s, 60s, and you just want to chill, Phuket's awesome. Jamie says my minimum in Thailand is 2 weeks. Exactly.
Yeah, you definitely need 2 weeks here.
At least.
We haven't even scratched the surface. We've got a lot of great content, though. We got a lot of great content, and we will be putting out some updates and a lot of vlogs coming soon. But yeah, it's a minimum of 2 weeks is what you need out here in just Thailand. Like, we've been out here for over 2 weeks, but just Thailand needs 2 weeks. Yeah. So yeah, guys, we'll talk a little bit about what's going on in the space today in a moment. We just wanted to give some more thoughts on Thailand. There is some drama going on in the passport bro space, per usual. I would say the black passport bros, black travel space. There's always something going on. We've been staying out of the way, guys, and just trying to really just travel, give y'all content. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, and we're trying to do, you know, collabs, meet up with people. I was trying to see if I could, you know, run across Check and Effect or Roberto versus the World or some other YouTubers that are out here, guys. But it's so difficult to link up with people sometimes. Either they don't respond, or you know, we don't have the time to hang out with them. So, but you know, we've been able to really, you know, hit up a bunch of different places in a little bit of time, and I think we've covered a lot of ground. But I think Pattaya is going to be kind of the
icing on the cake as far as like, you know, the party scene, the pros, all of that stuff, because that's where a lot of guys go, right? Like that's what guys are here for. Obviously people come to Bangkok and all of that stuff, but like Pattaya is that's the Parque Aris, that's the you know, the clock tower of what it used to be, I guess. But yeah, someone said the Grab app is the cheapest way. Yeah, Grab is dope, man, and we're gonna put some sauce in here about Grab when we do our breakdown for sure, because yeah, it's definitely the way to go here as far as like getting like a Uber Eats type of deal, or just like, you know, transportation. So shout out to Jamies, man, you've been out, you must have, Jamie must live out here or something, man. You've been out here forever, bro.
He did Thailand expat.
Yeah,
you gotta pull up to one of our panels.
Yeah, man.
And just we gotta get some
shorty right here. She's kind of cute. Chad, if I see something on the sidewalk, I'm gonna have to flip the camera on her. But yeah, man. So yeah, guys. So in the last stream, we had gave you guys kind of the shitty news that we were supposed to go and do some content with Jay Rello, but we may have to cut our trip short. We'll see what we can do. But Jay Rello recently has been in the news as far as this whole travel to Thailand stuff goes. Basically, he, I guess some dude called him out, okay, and basically said, you got to check in to Thailand. Okay, for those of you who don't know what check-in means you have to ask for permission to come to Thailand, which is crazy. So guys, here in the travel space, I don't know what it is, man, especially us melanated folk, they want to like threaten people and, you know, threaten physical harm, and you can't come here and you can't come there. The reason why we've traveled all the way across the globe to come to Asia is to get away from that stupid shit. Okay, and shout out to Rello because he said that. You know, I'm sort of regurgitating what he said, but also I would have said that anyway. It's the truth. If you're traveling all across the world, why would you want to get into it with somebody? Why would you want to do the whole Zoom to Thailand thing? Now look, if we're walking down, you know, Soy 6 and some dude throws a drink at my head and fucking whatever, then, you know, obviously you got to defend yourself. What I'm saying is these guys are sparking. They're sparking issues and sparking problems here in Thailand. So people have been saying that Thailand is Pookie and Ray Ray now, and or not Thailand, specifically Pattaya is more Pookie and Ray Ray. So I am curious, guys, to see when we touch down how it's going to be. All right, I'm not sure how it's going to be. Al doesn't know how it's going to be per se, but from what we've heard, you know, it's supposedly like a lot of guys just, you know, doing the same shit they do in CTG and in Medellin. Okay, unfortunate. But I think that, you know, Rello, I think he's gonna have a good trip. I hope there's no fights. You know what I'm saying? But people, I don't know what it is, man. They get a microphone, they get a camera, and they want to talk shit behind their keyboards. They want to talk shit to other YouTubers, and we're just trying to make content, bro. But yeah, checking in is wild. And Ozzy, they want him to check in, and he's not from here. Like, checking in, the whole reason check-in exists is that you come to my hood, like where I'm from, where I was born, my family's from, and you're trying to like shoot a music video, or you're trying to, I don't know, like you're just trying to do something in my hood that you're not supposed to be doing. You get me? So yeah, checking in is crazy. Doesn't even make sense. International, what do you think about that?
More ninja shit in the travel space that we don't need. That's the shit we're off of 2020, 25. All this beefing, all this dumb shit. It takes a lot of time. Like, we ended up winning the battle, obviously. Like, it was undisputed. But the time, the preparation, us taking away from our own purpose, like, it just wasn't really worth it in the end. So, at the end of the day, you know, all of this stuff is some bullshit. I'm traveling. I'm not worried about it. And, you know, if there's smoke that needs to be had, then there's smoke that I'm willing to get into. You know, it's not, but that's not my first course of action. I'm not looking for it. But if it needs to be had, then it will be had. You know, a lot of these YouTubers are goofies in real life. They were goofies the whole time, and then now they got a camera, and they think that they can kind of reinvent themselves. It's like going to college, man. Everybody tries to reinvent themselves as this hood dude while you're in college studying, taking finals, trying to better your life. Mm-hmm. You're this hood dude that'll do whatever, and that's what the travel space is turning into. So for me, we're not getting involved in any of that. Any bullshit. We're just really focused on our channel, growing that back to where it was, taking these trips. It's a shit ton of work, doing the trips, working on our businesses on the East Coast, checking into Airbnbs and...
Wait, you checked in?
Yeah, checking in and out of those.
Did you check into the Airbnb?
Yeah, that's the only thing I'll check in and out of. Check in for my flight. But
checking for the flight and Airbnb, that's the only thing I'm checking in.
Yeah, I'm not.
And you check your luggage.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah, I'm not checking in though for that. I'll check in to check my luggage. But yeah, man, we're focused on our channel, growing our channel back to where it was, and actually even better than it was, and making money and helping other people travel, teaching, showing people the way. A lot of people aren't traveling to these places because they don't have the game to do it. They ain't booked the consultation. So, you know, we're just trying to help as many men get out of, if they're trying to get away from America and the BS that it has there, we're trying to help them. But a lot of people also love their lives in America. I love America. I still think America's the best country in the world, but there's a lot of BS. There's a lot of BS that goes on there, especially for men. So traveling, getting away from this can change your perspective on things. It can just open your eyes to a whole new world. So I'm trying to get more men to do that. So those are my goals. Yeah. Even with YouTubers or, you know, it's not worth my time, man. It's really not worth it.
Yeah.
In most cases.
Yeah. Chat, so I want to ask you guys, what kind of content do you guys want to see in Pattaya? Do you want to see more of the ladies? Do you want to see like one-on-ones with the girls? What do y'all want to see? Let us know. So I know that cameras aren't as big of a deal here, guys, but some of the ladies will make a big deal out of it. As a matter of fact, when I was walking through Soy Cowboy the other day and I gave you guys that walk down, girls were grabbing me and trying to grab my camera. I had it happen twice where the girls were being aggressive. So maybe Soy 6 is going to be a lot more cool about it because it's even more popping and they're just out there every day and probably don't care. But, you know, it's kind of easy when you're sitting behind a computer to say, just pull out your camera, bro, and do it. Versus you got a bunch of ladies looking at you with an angry face trying to get you kicked out. Now, before we go into what you guys want to see, I'm going to comment a little bit more on this whole fighting thing. I've heard if you start fighting in Soy 6, in Pattaya, in these places, they can ban you from coming to any of the bars, especially in the area that you fight. So you guys need to be very careful with this fight stuff. First of all, these guys, a lot of them know Muay Thai. They can fight. They're going to probably beat your ass if you try to fight them back. And there's going to be more bouncers than there are you. Okay? That's the main thing. Second thing is, do you really want to get banned from going to Phuket or Bangkok or Pattaya? Like, maybe there's other streets. I'm sure Soy 6, there's probably a Soy 4 and Soy 5, and there's a bunch of streets, but why would you even want to deal with that? So what I've been hearing about Pattaya is there's been a lot of fights, a lot of drunk people, a lot of people who basically they get their tabs ran up by the girls. The girls just put a bunch of drinks on their tab, and they get all angry and mad. And I don't necessarily think they try to fight the girls, but they get kind of amped up, and then maybe, something happens outside the bar. So I think Pattaya is going to be fun. However, I am going to be a little more alert of the gringos that are there drinking, being crazy, and causing problems, because that's what's been happening, or at least that's what I'm hearing has been happening since we've been there. But I think that, I think that it's going to be overall a good trip. I think it's overall going to be a good trip. Let's look at some of the comments here. Kai says there's a hell of a temple in Pattaya carved out of wood, probably most famous one there. Okay, highly recommend, though I haven't been. Looks amazing. Okay. Don't focus on the girls, do a mixture of top attractions plus a girl vibe with it. Only drunk Australian dudes fight each other. Yeah. There was a ton of Australians here in Bangkok. Also, guys, Australia's not that far, right? Australia literally is probably like a 3 or 4 hour flight. So there are a lot of Australians here. I would love to go to Australia one day, but that's probably in the future. Next time we come back over this way, maybe we'll hit Australia up. But it's crazy how close, Vietnam, South Korea, all these places, Japan's like a six hour flight. China's probably a 2 or 3 hour flight, but it's just dope to be, around all these different Asian countries, and it's different. So I'm glad I came to experience it for sure. Did Tom Young Lechung tell y'all to check in like he did Relo? No, I don't think he's worried about us. I don't think he really is. He may know who we are, I'm sure, because we're goated in this space. Even though we've gotten banned, a lot of people know who we are. But I think he's more so after Relo, because Relo has more of a silliness to him in his content, meaning he's gonna joke around more, he's gonna be more animated. We're more chill. I mean, we have our fun, of course, and we can get animated too, but that's not really our spiel, right? Our spiel is to really give good information, have serious conversations that are also funny and entertaining. That's kind of what we're trying to achieve here on the channel. So yeah, guys, what we're gonna do is we're definitely gonna be doing some fundraisers, guys, on the next show. Probably Wednesday we'll do a fundraiser, because we do plan on doing some different things. And I think that you guys really supported heavily to get us here, and we're so happy we're here. You guys don't understand, it's a big deal that the supporters have done all that, man. So we're definitely gonna turn up for you guys here in Pattaya. Bangkok and Phuket, man, they were super goofy about the camera.
Yeah,
we couldn't really bring the camera in anywhere. But what I'll do is maybe some more walk around footage too. So what we're doing, guys, again, is we're going to move a lot of our IRLs to members only. We're adding more stuff to the members only on YouTube. YouTube is constantly demonetizing us and or copyright striking us and all this other stuff. So we're just like, you know what, let's go ahead and just put it to members. And then those of you who are members for $3.99, you can join up and check out all that content. So International, let me ask, what are your thoughts on Pattaya? What do you think it's going to be like? Do you think there's going to be a bunch of Pookies and Ray Rays? Are you looking forward to it, or do you think Bangkok's going to be better?
I think Bangkok's going to be better. I don't know what to expect. I know that there's a beach, and I love beaches. I also like the city. It's going to have a city kind of feel to it as well, that's probably the number one thing I like about Rio the most, is that it has that city life, and then it has a bunch of dope ass beaches. So I think that this is going to be similar to it in that sense. However, I don't know what to expect. All you really know about a place is what you see in the news and on the media, if you've never been there, or I'm seeing a lot of pookie stuff. I don't think that it's gonna be that much. I don't think it's gonna be all pookies. Like, I don't think it's gonna be like that at all. I think it's gonna be chill, cool, and it's gonna be have a few pookies sprinkled into it. I'm not really worried about that. I'm not gonna put myself in those places more than likely where they're gonna be all the time. But if we do decide to go to some place like that, I'm also not worried. But I think that it's gonna be dope, and I think ultimately I'm gonna like it as much, if not more, than Bangkok.
Yeah, so guys, I think that's really like a good perspective to have and a good mindset to have. We don't know what it's going to be like. We can judge it based on what we've seen, but until we get there, we can't really give you guys a full, synopsis of what Pattaya is like. I can tell you what Phuket was like. I can tell you what Bangkok is going to be like, especially this time of year and what's going on. But Pattaya is a whole different beast and different animal, and we're gonna see when we get there, guys. We're probably about an hour and a half or so away, and when we get there, we'll definitely let you guys know what it's looking like, and definitely try to do some more IRLs, and we're gonna definitely be getting a lot of content. We got the drone going, we got a lot of shit going for you guys. So, but yeah, this Tom Yum guy that you guys are speaking of, I know he's the one I think that got into it with Zoom. I don't know, man. Like I said, we're trying to stay out the way. If trouble tries to find us, it is what it is. But we're not looking for any issues or beefs with anybody. We're just trying to make great content, okay? So I want to ask you guys, do you guys want to see content of the women? Do you guys want to see more walking up and down Soy 6? Do you guys want to do, like I said, we bring some girls and we do like a party? We're probably going to do a lot of that anyway, but do you guys want to see it, right? Because I always think the subs and you guys kind of help us dictate what's the most important thing. You know what I mean? Is there something about Pattaya that you want to know? Actually, what I'm curious about is the beach.
Yeah.
Because everyone keeps talking about Soy 6 and this and that, but they're like saying the beach is kind of trash, and or the girls over there are like lower class, I guess. No one really talks about the actual beach, in my opinion. It just seems like it's kind of a forgotten thing. So I'd like to walk over there just to check it out and see what it's looking like walking along the beach, or at least that boardwalk area that everyone's always showing. I think that would be dope. I'm curious to see if there's a normal nightlife there, like outside of the pros. Is there like a spot that you can go to that's just lit with like locals or even tourists, that kind of like how Patong has, or of course Bangkok is like. Bangkok to me is more like regular, you know what I'm saying? Phuket is like in between, a lot of tourists, and then pros, and then maybe some locals mixed in. But Pattaya, everyone's saying, oh no, it's gonna be all pros, you're not gonna be able to talk to anybody, the girls are gonna be all, like, even if you try to get a bartender's number or just chill with her, it's gonna be pros. Look, Al predicted that it's probably gonna be like a Parque Jerez. You can bag a chick if you want. It's gonna be like a clock tower. Like, you can talk to there's gonna be locals walking around too. So I'm curious to see. I don't know, you know what I mean? But my first thoughts on Pattaya before we get there is just, I don't know what to expect. I do think it's gonna be a lot of drunk people. Today's what, Tuesday here. It's Monday where you guys are, I believe. But we'll see how it's looking on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. We'll probably slide out somewhere tonight and see. If not tonight, definitely tomorrow, and we'll see where everything takes us, guys. I'm not 100% sure, but let me know what you guys want to see. Me and Al do, because it's important that we give y'all some game, some sauce, but also take y'all places that y'all may not have seen before, or y'all just may be like, yo, I want to see what Soy 6 is looking like right now, Steve. Like, head over there. I loved how y'all were doing that on the last stream. I think 808 Club is the Pookie spot. All right, so we got to hit that up. International. We got to hit up 808 Club, because that's the Pookie spot. Is that where they play hip-hop or what?
I mean, I'm not opposed to hitting up a hip hop spot. I mean, that's all we really typically go to are hip hop spots.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that. I'm just not trying to go to a low level, low activity spot. So, for example, living in Atlanta, right? You got these spots all over Atlanta in the city where it's like, you step on my shoes, you do anything, I'm gonna fight you or I'm gonna shoot you. It turns into shooting. Spin the block, all that shit. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm too old. I've done it. I'm too old for that shit.
You don't spin the block?
Nah, man, I'm not.
I ain't spinning no blocks.
I mean, I will. You know, like I said, if smoke finds me, you know, if it needs to be had, it'll be had. But I'm not running into the burning building. Yeah, save that for the firefighters. I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, we'll hit up some spots, man. Definitely hip hop spots. We the thing about hip hop spots that are cool is you know that typically the girls that are there and the people that are there rock with black people and rock with black culture. So it's a little more like cool and relaxed, and they'll have our drinks, they'll play our music. It'll be more accommodating to us. So 808 will definitely get hit up. Now I don't know how they're gonna be with cameras, guys. That's my whole thing, man. I really want to get the cameras in here. Like, so I got to figure out the whole camera situation. If I can get Wi-Fi in some of these places, I can go live from my phone. So we'll just have to figure it out. But I'm definitely going to try to give y'all the content, man, for sure. Okay? We are definitely going to give you guys the content and try our best to really, you know, bring the camera wherever we go. So we'll check that out. Jawa P says some nightlife areas to explore: Walking Street, Soy 6, Beach Road, Buakau, Tree Town, Myths, Night Bars. Okay, cool. So that gives us a lot to do. Jawa, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
We'll probably members only stream Soy 6. We're gonna do some exclusive time members only content.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do a members only stream on Soy 6. Sign up, become a member. It's like $3, man. Sign up, become a member, get access to everything. We just put the video where we met. I show speed up there. But yeah, there's a ton of benefits to becoming a member. So join up for that, and we'll probably do some member streams on Soy 6 and a few other places.
Yeah. Make sure you guys also, man, send in your donations, super chats, you know, cash apps. All that stuff helps, guys. It literally, you know, helps us when we're traveling. We're traveling like crazy right now. Everything adds up. So send in super chats, send in your cash apps. You can even send in, what's it called? Streamlabs. You can send in Streamlabs super chats as well. All of that's posted by the bot that posts every 20 or 30 minutes or so. So make sure you guys hit those up and we'll read them live. Let's see what else we got going on here. You said I see a bunch of videos from 808. You'll be good. Yeah. Well, you know, look. I think that some clubs, depending on what's going on in the club, obviously we can't bring the camera in. But you know, if it's a regular club like 808, which it sounds like it is, maybe there's girls, but it's not a strip club, then they'll probably be more lenient. Also, obviously, if you're buying a table or something like that, they won't care as much. But we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes, guys. I'm super excited to you know, be in Pattaya. Like, we've talked about this a lot. We've seen all the videos. We've seen the photos. We're finally getting a chance to go there. So I think that it's going to be dope. I think it's going to be dope. So yeah, guys, we did get some recommendations. So thank you, Jawa, again. We're going to definitely try to go to those places and see, you know, which place we like best. Okay. So guys, we're going to go for a little longer here because we don't got nowhere to go. We're in the car. I want to propose another question to the chat. Okay. Is Asia for everybody? Is Asia for everybody, or is Asia for passport bros? Is it a good place that passport bros should go? let's just take the women out of it for a second, and let's just talk about financially, your quality of life, you know, what you can get out of being here. Is Asia worth it to travel to long-term, short-term, long-term, or permanently? In my opinion, I think that depending on where you go, just like any other country, it can be 100% worth it. All right, we were seeing listings, a lot of property for sale. You could probably work something out with your Airbnb host. I think that, you know, in my opinion, Bangkok would be a great place to do a digital nomad thing. I think International said that earlier. Phuket, I wouldn't do it there. Japan, 100%. But Japan is expensive. There probably are outskirts and suburbs and stuff where you can stay in Japan where it's a lot cheaper. But what I loved about Japan was the people were super, super respectful. I don't see that same respect in Thailand. There are nice people here, but when we were in Phuket, the minute we got off the airport, matter of fact, the minute we got out of our plane, before we got out the airport, there was people with attitudes. And when we were in Japan, there was kind of, because airports are naturally like they have attitudes, like guys, like people that work in like the TSA lines and shit. But Phuket was way worse. Japanese people are very like, they're not gonna outwardly just yell at you or be like an asshole. When we got into Phuket, this lady tried to rip us off for some like taxi bus or whatever, because this is before we had downloaded the apps that kind of get you where you need to go. And she started yelling at me in Thai, like, because I didn't want to pay. I think she was trying to charge 600 baht for us to get a van, and I told her 550 or 500. It wasn't even that much less. She got pissed. So, anyways, I think that passport bros can do well in Asian countries. Now let's talk about the women, and then I'll let Al give his perspective. But I think the women are, it's an acquired taste. If you like slim, slender women, smaller, right, shorter, skinnier, you like Asian culture, meaning, you know, the women dress a certain way, the beauty standards that Asian women have, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I've seen like billboards where they're like trying to put a baddie up there, and she's got these like dilated pupils, looks like her eyes are just like way too big, or they just look weird. Then they have this overly done makeup, skin's all white, like it's not pretty to me. The ones that I actually find more pretty are the ones that don't have all that makeup on. So the beauty standard, if you're cool with it, you'll have a good time here. Now, are there diamonds in the rough? Absolutely, right? Like absolutely fucking-lutely, right? Like you're gonna see Asian chicks with wagons, you're gonna see Blasians, you're gonna see girls that are mixed, you know, you're gonna see even just Thai chicks that are just bad, beautiful. So everything you're looking for here, especially in Bangkok, you can find. I think that it's a great place for a lot of people to go. I see a lot of brothers and sisters, but mostly, let's just talk about passport bros here, and they're teachers. They're actually teaching, you know, English. That's one of the ways that you can kind of get over here and thrive. You can become an English teacher, and they pay pretty well if you're teaching a language here, specifically English. Okay, so you know, I think that overall Asia is dope, and I think passport bros would enjoy it. International, what are your thoughts on Asia? Is it a spot where passport bros should visit long-term, short-term, or just like stay indefinitely?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of dope countries here so far. Japan was surprisingly a lot better than I expected. I wish we would have spent more time there.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely be going back. And wish we could have spent more time, but I'm also happy we didn't because it was cold. So we'll be back there, but it really just opened my eyes on the culture over here. Even though Thailand's completely different, I think the culture is better than culture in the U.S. So Thailand's dope. Japan was dope. I'm sure there's a bunch of other Asian countries that are lit that a lot of people don't go to or don't really talk about. So I'd love to do another trip here, explore, really get into some more countries that I didn't hit this time. But
Yeah,
I could say for if you're here for a long time, you're gonna enjoy yourself. If you're here for a short time, it's gonna be, you might not get the full experience. We didn't get we learned a lot yesterday about Thailand. We hit some more spots that we hadn't had a chance to go to, and did the little bar tours. But yeah, if you're only here for a couple of days, you're not going to be able to see everything you need to see. So if you're here for a long time, if you're living here, you're going to thrive if you know how to budget. You know, have those American dollars coming in, you'll thrive. But if you also want to come for like a month or so, you'll enjoy yourself. But I'd say at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. At least a week here in Bangkok. And then I'd say maybe a few days in Pattaya.
Yeah.
But
Jawa says you can visit Bali, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia.
Yeah.
For under $100.
Yeah, no, that was the original plan. Chad, we're burned out. Like every day, we're checking out of an Airbnb around this time. Yeah. We're trying to go live around this time. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot more than I anticipated. And just going through the airports and doing all these flights.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We probably still have 5 more flights for this trip. Then we still have. We're going to try to make it to Carnival if we can too, so then that's even more flights, right? So it's a lot. Then sitting on the plane is a lot. Then doing it like
we're on a fucking van right now. We're in a van.
Yeah, loading up, packing up. All of our stuff can't really get unpacked and stay somewhere for a long time. When I was in Brazil, that's why I loved it. I just stayed there. Yeah. You know, all my stuff's unpacked. I don't really have to worry about traveling. And then if I do, I just pack some light suitcase. I went to Salvador, went to Sao Paulo a couple times. Just pack a small duffel bag or something like that. But when you have to pack up all the equipment and all your clothes and then go through all that stuff in a quick amount of time, it starts to wear on you. And then we're on opposite hours too.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 weeks is a good amount of time to come to Thailand. You'll be able to do a lot. That's my recommendation. But people that can stay here longer, that have that ability to be an expat, are going to really thrive here in a country like Thailand.
Would you live here? Would you live in Bangkok?
If I didn't have any obligations on the East Coast, I would. But I could see myself living here. It wouldn't be for. I could do it maybe like 3 months. 3 months, and then I got to get back to home to Rio. Yeah. Or if it was just that, like South America is home. That's home for me. I'm not gonna be
won't change
over here, full time. But I'd stay out here for a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be dope to stay out here for a few months.
I think so too. Bangkok has it all, guys. It has a good infrastructure, fast internet, technology, nicer cars, beautiful women, a ton of bars. This is a party city, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bangkok, they got bars after sky bars, dive bars, hip hop clubs. They got it all here. They got it all. I was looking at some of the other YouTubers that are here, and it seems like they're in a whole nother part of Bangkok, right? Like there's a lot going on. That Khaosan Road was crazy, guys. There was literally probably, I'd say 150 bars there. And some of them were like lit, like techno, and they're playing everything from 50 Cent to Snoop Dogg all the way to, you know, Steve Aoki. Like, they're playing everything, and every bar has got their music blasting as loud as they can. It was crazy. So it's definitely a cool place to be if you want to be in the party stuff, or if you don't want to be in the party stuff, you can get away from it and you can just chill and live your life. We saw a bunch of CrossFit gyms. People are definitely about their health here. We met a guy at the airport that he was a Muay Thai fighter. Super cool. He was dropping sauce. What I like about Thailand so far too, guys, is that people have been extremely helpful. Like, especially other tourists that we've met. They've really sat us down and like, yo, do this, fly out of here. Here's what you're gonna get here. Here's what's gonna happen here. Go to this monument. Go to this place. Go to the Golden Mountain. Go to see the tigers. Go to see the Sleeping Buddha. Like, they even put us on a lot of stuff. I mean, we were probably gonna see some of that stuff anyway, but they were like, you know, giving us the real game and the real sauce of what to do. And we're gonna extend that to you guys and give you even more on top of that, so that you guys, when you come, especially again if it's your first or second time, you can have a better experience, man. That's really what it's all about, bro. It's really what it's all about. So, you know, guys, I know that these lives have been a little shorter, but also, you know, they've been a little off schedule. We're checking out of our Airbnb about the time we have to actually do the live, normal U.S. East Coast time. So, you know, just bear with us until we get back on track with everything. Either way, we're gonna go live when we can, and you know, do the IRLs when they're, you know, there's a good time to, you know, give you guys that content. But I wanted to give a few moments to just, if you guys have any other questions before we wind down, like, is there anything else that you guys want to know about Thailand? Like, you know, the food, the women, the cost of things, because, you know, we're here, we can give you guys an actual, you know, actual information that is relevant and credible to what you may want to know. Golden Child says, most people speak English, any language barriers? Yeah, good question. Yeah, a lot of people here speak English, especially in the restaurants, okay? Other people that come here will probably be like, oh, no, they don't speak English. No, they speak English, especially in any establishment. I went to go get my hair cut the other day. I got a little shape up. Dude got me pretty right, did a little fade on the side. You know, Thai dude, he did a pretty good job. Not the best cut I've ever had, but not the worst either. They take their time here. That's one thing I will say. They take their time with the food. They take their time with your haircut. They're not trying to rush your shit. They're trying to give you really good service. So that's what I rock with about Thailand, and even Japan. Like, they're actually trying to, you go to the massage place, they're trying to like give you a good massage, or they're asking, does it hurt? Are you cold? Do you want a towel? Do you want a new towel? They're like asking you questions. It's really full service. So I rock with that. But in most places that I've been in so far, I'd say 90% of them, they speak English, or someone there speaks enough English to get by. The only time we've had an issue with the language barrier, guys, I feel like has been with the drivers, okay? With our actual, you know, van drivers or cab drivers, like my man's over here. They don't speak a lick of English a lot of times. It's like 50-50, I'll say that. Like, a lot of them do, but it's like 50-50. So that's one thing that I'll say is, you know, definitely something to think about when you're here. But no issues with the English, man. And Jamie's and some of these other guys that have been here can attest. You can pretty much speak English, but I would learn some Thai. All right, again, I think it's rude to like live in a country or go to someone's country, especially if you're going for a long period of time, and not try to speak to them in their language. You know, we've had situations where we're trying to speak to them in English, and they're looking at us, and we're looking at them, and they're like, and we're like, but, you know, pull out your translator and at least type out, or you can use the voice to note in the translator, and you can, you know, do what you got to do to get what you need to get. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions, man? Because, you know, I want to make sure we're giving y'all some game and some sauce. These other channels are not doing that, man. They're not doing that. They're going to these places, and it's, you know, of course, course, the girls and the hoes and all of that, cool, whatever. That's great. And we always show that because we're men. We got to do that, right? We got to talk about that and talk about how y'all need to move with that. But what's even more important is it a good place for passport bros to live? Is it a good place for us to actually be in? And do they love us out here? Because the worst thing is you go to a country where you're not liked or you're not loved. I'll say this too. In comparison to Colombia, guys, it's just as safe, if not more safe, than like Cartagena. It's far more safe than Medellin. And I'm not hearing about people getting stabbed, shot, robbed. People's wallets ain't getting taken. People's cell phones not getting snatched from motos. You know, people are a lot more respectful, even though we've had some disrespectful people. People, I think, are a lot more respectful than Latin America here, for the most part. So, like I said, especially in Japan. But let's just talk about Thailand. Thailand, still nice people, cool people. So, yeah, man, I think that so far the trip has been a success. And we still got a good amount of time left of the trip, guys. So, we're not even really halfway. We're not even really halfway, so we still got a lot more to do. But yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody tapping in. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to wind down here in a second. Does anybody have any more questions about Thailand? Anybody have any more questions about Thailand, about Phuket, about Bangkok? You know, one of the things I like to do, guys, is as I walk around, I analyze. Oh, man, it seems like there's a lot of Africans here. Then I'll be like, what kind of jobs do the Africans have? Oh, it seems like a lot of African women that are outside. I wonder if they're working girls. Oh yeah, they're sex workers, right? This is stuff that nobody says, bro. I've never heard. Maybe somebody tell me, is there a channel? Is there a video that Zoom to Thailand has put out or Czech has put out? A lot of them try to stay away from this kind of stuff, but are they giving you real sauce about some of the scams that are here? Some of the girls, like working girls that are here? You know, some of the, you know, the clubs that you can go to. Like, is there really good breakdowns all in one? You could probably individually find it, but there's not anybody like going over everything. So even if our breakdown isn't the most extensive, even if there are other people that obviously know more about Thailand because they live here more than us, I think as a beginning traveler here in Asia, Southeast Asia, we're going to give you guys a lot more than a lot of other YouTubers are giving you. And you'll be able to come in, it'll be kind of your one-stop shop to know how to move properly here. But what I'll say, guys, is I haven't had too many issues with, like I said, anybody looking at me funny. That's one thing about Asian culture. Like, they may not like you, but you don't really always know, which is kind of good because you don't want to, like, have someone grilling you or looking you up and down a certain way. You want to be around people who at least appear to want to be around you, and they'll still give you good service, right? Like, they're not spitting in your food or anything like that. They may not like you or whatever. They may have some judgments, but they're like, hey, as long as this person has money and they treat me with respect, I'm gonna treat them with respect. Those are the kind of people that I like being around, right? If you don't like me, right, I'd rather you like me, but if you don't like me, you still treat me with respect. So that's how you should want to, you know, travel, and those are the kind of people you should want to be around when you travel, if that makes sense. Okay, guys, well, we're gonna wind down, man, because we still got about an hour left of this van ride, and I'm gonna probably catch a little shut-eye so I can have some energy. Guys, we're still doing some stuff during Eastern Time, U.S. So when it hits 9 p.m. here, it's 9 a.m. on the East Coast. And so, you know, there's certain things that I have to take care of. So I'm literally going to be up all day. It's already 3. So, or no, I'm sorry, it's 1:26, excuse me. But we're going to get there around 3. So I'm only going to have 6 hours to, like, chill. And then after those 6 hours, I'm basically, you know, kind of have to handle some things. So, let's see. Have you tried dating apps there? Yeah, Al has, and my boy Jay has. I don't really do the dating apps thing. From what I've seen, the best results have been in Phuket. But it hasn't been necessarily Thai women. It's been women who are from other countries that are staying in Phuket or Bangkok that they're matching with that tend to be more responsive, more receptive, and on these apps, and also more attractive in my opinion. So yes, you can do the dating apps. I think there's probably a Thai hookup app or Thai dating app, I'll say, not hookup app, even though they say dating apps are for hookups, but like there's probably like a Thai version of Tinder, and maybe we can go through that on one of the shows and see what it's looking like, maybe get in a little free account and swipe through. But you know, I'm not interested in dating anyone here, like, but I know that is where you can meet women from. So from what I've seen, Al and my boy who was also here, they've both been successful in matching girls. As far as meeting up with them, it hasn't been so easy. A lot of the girls have been kind of flaky, or the stars haven't aligned. Your best bet here in Thailand is just to approach women. You know, you can. I would approach them in a comfortable environment. What do I mean by that? Okay, you're at a Thai restaurant and the server's cute, right? You can flirt with her. You're at your Airbnb or hotel, and one girl, she's pretty. Or you go to a Thai, gym. They have LA Fitnesses here, but they probably have Thai Fitness, right? Go up to her and talk to her. It always helps if you know the language. Kind of game. But dating apps, man, I like, they're too expensive. They're all a scam. If the woman isn't even a real person, a lot of times they may swipe more. Guys, I've always they could pay hot chicks to just go dates with men. Oh, would Tinder or Bumble go this far? Work for the company that are really highly attractive and match with people who aren't as attractive, or maybe they are, and make it seem like you're gonna go out on with you, and then flake afterwards, and you thinking you getting, aren't you per se? I guess not, because you did go out on the date and feel good, but I don't trust dating apps. I don't trust those dating. The women that are on there are either fake or they're trying to rob you or whatever it is. More of a crackdown on those apps, like, guys, we're so good with AI now, like with this whole AI shit that they can do with people's faces, and I said porn. AI corn, I can't say the P word. AI corn. Matches that you get, she's actually talking to you, like, if I can't touch it and see that it's real, the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So dating apps, but I ain't gonna be using them. Let's see what else you guys got. What's good, fam? How you rock over Latin America when it comes to the quality of life, cost of living? Man. Let me think about that. Latin America. I think Latin America still wins as far as the quality of life goes. I think America, you can get the beaches, the good food. It's closer to the United States, so if something goes wrong, you don't have and catch 2 or 3 planes. So there are some Latin countries in Europe. Obviously, there's Spain and Portuguese, but Portugal, Spain, whatever. But America, they're closer to the United States. You know, I still have family. You know, my sisters, my brother. There's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a real trip. It's a big trip. Coming to Thailand. Some little, oh, I can just go back home. No, you can't just go. You know, it's far. I think the quality of life, you could probably get, like I said, I think people who are here and live here, they love Asian women, they love Asian food, they want to speak. They're not just here to be here, they're here because they really people in the Asian culture. Otherwise, like if you're not into Asian women and like Asian culture, go somewhere else. Go to Africa. Go to Cape Town. Is lit. Cost of living is cheaper. Why are you coming to China for? Like my thing. The child, shout out to you, man. For your support too, man. Asia though, like I feel like this is a place you have to go and check out. Probably not. As International said, he'd probably live here. I wouldn't live here for years or like move here permanently. Like live in Asia permanently. I'm gonna come and move here and stay here for the rest of my life. Like I can't. And like I said, if I were to pick a place, Japan would be number one. And then so far, out of the places I've been, Bangkok would be. There's so much to go to, guys. There's South Korea, Vietnam, you know, all these different places. There's Bali. Bali's a bunch of fucking resorts. It just look lit. So I don't even know what kind of seems more chill and relaxed, but you know, there's a lot, man. There's a lot you can. So, did we freeze? Back. All right, my bad, guys. I thought we froze. P for P gods. Yeah. But like I said, man, P for P is part of it. When men are traveling, like especially. Trust me, man. We've had our fair share of strikeouts because we weren't there long enough. Really bad chick in Japan. I could have went out on a date with her, but we were only there for right. Oh man, there was this really beautiful girl that I met. Airport lives not too far from, you know, the main part of the city, but. Had to work, and then when she finally got off work, I had to go. You guys wouldn't believe with me or International or just a lot of our buddies, like make fun of the P for P. We have to give it some pushback because our goal as men is to get laid, like and get in her pants. Like that's like the first thing. Time. It's the way we show that we like you and that we appreciate you. Men, we want to dominate you, want to bend you over with us, and we fuck with you. And we have a nature. For P is like, I don't know. We just gotta. I'm not gonna say normalize P for P, but we need. Like stop talking shit on guys who P for P. Normalize it alone. Senators and presidents and you know all these people with Monica Lewinsky, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's banging her out, right? Like, probably throwing her some extra money. You know, owners of football teams and got in trouble for peeing for pee, or getting. Tucker got, I don't know if he's peeing for pee, but he was like getting hand jobs from the massage. Men are sexual. That's what we are, right? Like Justin Tucker would have been better off peeing for pee. Let's say the kicker on the Ravens was a bunch of the hot massage girls that do the leg and stuff and the chiropractic treatment and all that stuff for the he would have been better off going and getting a fucking new room massage club. With the kind of money he has, he can't afford to be banging the staff members. You've got to get your itch scratched. Peeing for pee is what you should. A situation where you're exposing yourself and you lose your job. It makes way too much money to be putting himself in that position. Has a lot of money, but not a lot of time, or he owns businesses. Sometimes he's gonna pee for pee. Not like, yo, I just want to get you in and out. No face, no case. Right? It is what it is. Dollar super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Let me hard about the insights into Thailand. Haven't been there. Yeah, man. Thailand, like I can see why guys are moving out here, but it is a United States, and you don't plan on going back for a good amount of. But it has everything you need, man. So yeah, guys, we are on the highway now in a private van. Thing because guys that have been to Thailand, I don't know if there's a flight that goes from Bangkok to like that existed. Their airport did not have any flights going in or out. Whatever. It's only a 2-hour bus ride. 5-minute plane ride, whatever. Or like a big bus. So we just today, guys, in about an hour. You know, I'm supposed to be the climactic part of the trip, guys. What happens, man, when we get there? I hope the food's good too. I hope the food is banging. Definitely gonna get like some other types of massages, like a back cracking. We're driving pretty fast. What's up, 2G? 2G. I see you, 2G. 2G's my guy, man. He's DJ. So that's my guy. But yeah, guys, it might be a little choppy. And I do apologize, but we're driving. So, but yeah, guys. Yeah, if anybody has any more questions about Pattaya, Bangkok and Phuket specifically, let me know about our experience. If you guys are impressions of Pattaya as well. Lechon or else. Yeah, man. If we end up, we'll see how that goes. I'm curious. Whatever his name is actually here. But But I hope, like I said, I hope it's not a bunch of bullshit, bro. Chat, why is it that every other race of people and shoot content, do what they want to do? There's got to be some fighting. You got to check in stuff, bro. Like, as long as ain't nobody directly affecting anybody else, you know, I don't really want to have to watch out. You know what I'm saying? Just record, bro. That's the goal. Enjoy being in Asia, right? Like that shit, not worth it. Yeah, I'm moving around, guys. So, and we're going through a bunch of stuff. So, we'll see. But yeah, guys. We're gonna go ahead and wind down here. Frank J says, I don't know, man. It's like we're still on some tribal stuff. I don't know what it is, but he didn't say our name. You know, we're a big, small. People know who we are, but we're not, you know, spotlight as much as we were with all the beefs with. Maybe people have left us alone, which is cool. We'll just continue to build up our Patreon, build up our core fan base, and keep it pushing. And if people want smoke, you know, we're gonna start any smoke, and we're gonna try to avoid it if we can. Okay. But yeah, Frank, we're enjoying Thailand, man. It's lit. Good times, good vibes. Bangkok, and now we're going to Pattaya, so we'll see which one we like out of the three. Okay, guys, I think I am last. I'm going to go ahead and wind down, guys. We're going to go ahead and wind down. Connection's kind of spotty. We're driving on a road here, so do a live stream later tonight. Do an IRL once we get cut out, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, send in your super chat, guys, for rocking with us, man. Make sure you guys .com, okay? We're uploading on there videos. I got a couple more coming. This is where you guys are going to see the Thailand crazy strip club stuff that I just can't show. And join the Patreon, guys. And like a written one, like a PDF one. In the next, want to just watch a bunch of videos. We'll have something that you guys sauce and game on where to go, and it'll be specific working groups, and then you know, all the other stuff. Okay. Tuition. We have 3 tiers: the general admission, VIP, the all out. And join up because we are going to be adding more content on it. All right. Of the YouTube channel, okay, to become a member, and we're moving a lot of our videos to members only. You know, we're trying to really take care of people who are supporting. However you guys can support, it really does help us out, and it helps you guys the content. So I don't think there's a channel like I'm looking at other channels, and you know, they go live. We do that too. We do it all the time, but the level of serious that that we have here on Mentuition about really just giving you guys a good perspective and there's not really any other places in this space, in the travel space, doing what we do, guys. Okay? Appreciate you, Ozzy. We'll be back with the IRL hopefully tonight. I'm trying to get a little shut-eye. So we're trying to get a little rest. We're gonna head to the B&B. You guys, you know what the B&B's looking like. We'll post that up on so that you guys can, if you want to book the same place we book. You know, we try to get decent, good air shitholes where there's roaches, and because guys, if you go cheap on Airbnb, AC not working, stove not working, microwave wasn't working, right? Like, we have to a decent place to like a really good place. Salute to you, Sunday Night Smoke. What's good, man? Yeah, man. No, we're gonna try to link up with, but we'll see what happens once we get there. We gotta. Stars will align. We will meet with Rello. We were originally supposed to meet with him this date, so it kind of messed up some things that we. We'll keep you guys posted on that, man. But Frank J, Keymaker, everybody in the chat on the replay. I appreciate you guys, man.